Have you ever set these goals and you wanted to complete them so badly, but you were afraid to actually complete them? Have you ever put stuff on the back burner and you know you had to complete them and you felt like, what the F is wrong with me? Why can't I fix this? Why can't I accomplish this? Why can't I go to the next level? Well, in today's video, why you procrastinate even when it feels bad, we're going to be talking about the various components that come with a procrastination mindset. We're going to be talking about the definition of procrastination, how to accomplish those goals, even when you are procrastinating to complete them. We're going to talk about organization and various things in this video. And for those of you who have no clue who I am, I am Avishai. I'm an international best-selling author. I'm a holistic health coach, life coach, psychic medium. I help people get rid of the stress in their life so they can go to the next level. And I show people how to live a holistic lifestyle. And today's video is no different. Be sure to subscribe for more of these videos, especially if you like this one. So what is procrastination? So people may think they know what procrastination is, but you don't. So procrastination is the act of having things to do, but putting them on hold, putting them on the back burner. Maybe even, and this is why I say people don't really actually know the definition, because another way you procrastinate is trying to find a loophole, so a lot of times people will try to find the quickest way to do something. You know how you have those like get rich quick schemes. You want to, take a different route. That's not really going to work because there's no solid foundation there. And that's why I said I'm going to help you with organization. But procrastination is basically knowing that you have things to do, but not actually doing them, not putting forth the effort, okay? But in this video, it's like you know what you're supposed to do, and it makes you feel bad when you don't do it, but you're not doing it. So we're gonna talk about the deeper meaning of that, okay? So procrastination holds so many people back. And it can feel like self-sabotage a lot. And I follow, my mom introduced me to Dolores Cannon, and so I follow her. And what she said is that you're on this planet to learn. Always know that you're not missing opportunities. You're where you're supposed to be. However, things may take longer than what you expect, but always know that you are at the right place at the right time. So throughout this video, I don't want you to sit there beating yourself up because you're thinking, oh, if only I would have done this, I would have been here. Everything happens for a reason. And I know it sounds cliche and I know a lot of people say it, but it's true. Everything really, truly does happen for a reason. And the choices that you made, whether they were good, whether they were bad, you made them. One of my nieces in the past said, what's done is done. And that was the wisest. We really need to listen to children because that was the most wise statement I've ever heard, is that what's done is done. You can't go back and change things and fix things. And at the end of the day, it's all about your intent. It's all about your intent. Now, some of you may be thinking, well, I really wanted to complete those goals and I felt really bad. And so you had good intent. You really wanted to put forth that effort, but something was holding you back. Okay, something was holding you back. If you're sitting there and you can relate to what I'm saying right now, definitely drop a comment below and let me know your experience so I can help you with that, okay? So it's normal for people to procrastinate, but it's not a good thing. And so sometimes when people procrastinate, especially me, I've worked with clients, I have international clients all over. I'm always posting them in my stories. People are like, oh my God, you have clients from United Kingdom, Ireland, Australia. I had clients in Africa, everywhere. I got the receipts, okay? Because I know there's a lot of false people online who have clients, or they say things and it's like it's not true. No, I always post clients. I always have their emails with their locations in my emails. You can contact those people, you know what I mean? Not that you would, because that would be weird, and they'd be like, who the hell are you? But anyway, they're in my email. Their payments, everything, their bookings, just so you have the receipts. So I work with clients all over, and many people experience this where it's a constant thing of knowing what they're supposed to do and just not doing it. And the reason why some people feel like that, one of the reasons, is not feeling worthy. And that's why when I work with clients, we really do a deep dive. Because imagine, right? Imagine, pure imagination, Willy Wonka. Imagine that you've gone through, traumas in your life and constantly anxious and constantly being around negative people. You're going to be accustomed to traumatic experiences and negativity. And you accomplishing something and reaching your goals represents fear. Like this fear comes and you so badly want to stop it and control it. And you're just like, but I can't help it. And it's because your body, your nervous system, your internal compass is not used to goodness. I'll say that again. Your body is not used to goodness. And so when you want to complete something that means something to you, you're like, I'll put it on the back burner. And you sit in that comfortability, which is not really comfortability. And I'll just give you an example. If you know that you need to reach goals to where you can be financially stable and you keep putting it on the back burner, maybe that's because you grew up with a poverty mentality, grew up with a lack mentality, and you actually making funds makes you feel uncomfortable. Although it will provide you comfortability, it makes you feel uncomfortable. You see what I mean? So, and that's totally normal. It sounds weird. It sounds like duh, kind of thing, but it's just, that's what goes on in people's heads. And that's because you have to start, and we're going to talk about what you can actually start doing to get you to accomplish those goals. If you're already like, oh my God, I need your help right now, definitely, contact me, send me an email, or you can just go and book like some people do for me to work with you in terms of like my holistic health reads. I do like psychic reads coaching. My coaching is different. Or life coaching, you can sign up for that. I will put the link to book that in the description box below. If you're just like, nope, I need someone to work with on this. This is exactly what I'm experiencing. I'm just gonna go get to it. It's in my description box below. So it's totally normal. This is what a bunch of people feel. So what you're gonna actually, well, before I get into that, another reason is just like simply having that self-doubt that you won't accomplish what you set out to do. And if it's not a goal, it could just be you cleaning your house. It could just be you cleaning your house. You just procrastinating. And you could be procrastinating because there's a lot going on in your head mentally that it's, again, that feeling of, well, if I complete this, then I'm gonna have to go to the next step. Or you could not clean your house because you are depressed. I wrote a blog about depression and decluttering. That's also, I'll put that in the description box below. And so again, that represents, a fear for you, because it's like, well, I'm not ready to let go of things. I'm not ready to declutter because I feel so cluttered mentally. And maybe you don't know how to finagle through, I call it your thought maze, that labyrinth of stuff that's in each corner of your brain. You know what I mean? So what you want to do with that, again, like I said, that's in my blog. You want to start to allow yourself to declutter. each day. You want to do some inner work, inner healing. You may need to work with someone so you can get to the root as to, you know, why things are difficult, why you're sluggish, why you feel unmotivated, and various things. Okay, so the way you can begin to stop procrastinating and start getting on your path, I briefly just talked about it, is to, you know, start journaling. You know, don't be afraid to expand. Some people procrastinate because they're afraid to like take up space, and that's why I always help people. I posted something you know, before about taking up space. Me, I'm a Cancer sun in astrology, and I have a lot of Leo placements. I naturally take up space everywhere I go. I walk in the room and people are just like, who is that? All the time. Just when I went to get my nails done, everyone was like, oh my God, you're so gorgeous. When I went to the bakery, and the woman was like, oh my God, you're gorgeous. I love your nails. She was like, you're everything. Sometimes, you know, people just flock to me naturally, because it's ruled by the moon and the sun. You know, you take up space. This is why I help people take up space. It's okay to be seen. It's okay to be known. Who gives a F if people have something negative to say? I personally don't care, and I've never cared. I was just talking to my mom the other day. My mom used to get phone calls from school from the time I was 5. Okay, because I was just a very spicy person. I just didn't take anybody's BS. I used to tell my teachers, you know, a little something when I felt disrespected, because I was raised not to be disrespectful, but to have a voice of your own, to say what you like and to say what you don't like and mean it when you say it. So I tell my clients the same thing. Take up space, stop people pleasing, put your boundaries up, get to work on your purpose and do what you need to do. And who gives a F what anybody has to say? Because at the end of the day, this is your world and people are living in it. Okay? We are the microcosms in the macrocosm. I'll say that again. You can read my blog, What is Universe? The universe starts with you. You are the microcosm in a macrocosm. We are many worlds. You can vanquish people by not thinking about them, not paying attention to them, or if you want them in your world, you can manifest people in your world. It's totally up to you. You're in complete power here. A lot of times when people procrastinate, they give their power away. You give your power away to traumatic experiences. You give your power away to what people think. Who cares? If God told you to do it, your spirit told you to do it, angels told you to do it, spirit realms, whatever you believe. You could believe in a steel pole outside on the north end of Hartford. Whatever you believe in that makes you feel happy, you listen to that and you follow that, and everyone else is noise at the end of the day. Period. That's how I think every single day. And so that is how you have to be. That is how you have to be in this life. Okay? So, in order for you to stop procrastinating, you want to find the root. When did this start? When did procrastination start? Did it start in 1985? Because various people watch my videos, and you're all welcome. Did this start in 2005? Did this start in 1993? Did this start in 1978, 1965, 1943? Doesn't matter. Healing is continuous. Age is nothing but a number, okay? No hate, no shame. When did this start? 2019. When did it start, okay? So write down when did procrastination start? And then see if you can tie it to a core, what I like to call a core memory of yours, something that you can remember off the bat. I don't know. Did you have, like, I'm trying to add a little humor in this, because for some of you it could be serious, and that's totally fine. I empathize with you, because no one should have brought BS into your life. And if you show me who there are, I'll give them a piece of my mind. Okay. You know, maybe we're just gonna say, like, you know, the Trunchbull scene, you know, with, was my favorite part, probably because I'm greedy and they were eating chocolate cake. Oh my God, that was my favorite part. I wanted the chocolate cake so bad. And I was like, does anyone else think like this? Probably not. So it's Bruce Bogtrotter, and she made him eat that chocolate cake. Who knows, you know, if Bruce Bogtrotter was a real person, that could have affected him to where he didn't ever. Maybe someone gave him an assignment to bake a cake and he was like, no, and put it on the back burner. It was like, I'll get to it next week. I'll get to it next week. He's not getting to it because of that core memory in his mind of being made to eat that big ass cake. You know what I mean? So everyone has their lessons to learn. Everyone has their memories and what stops them from doing certain things. So that's the first thing that you want to do is write down, when did this happen? And then you want to get to the root of that. Get to the root of that. And if you're just like, I can't get to the root, hello, that's what I help people do. I help them get to the root. I also give you assignments and various things in my Eat Stress Away program, which you can read all about as well in the description box below. I'll put the link to that. And so you also want to start organizing your time effectively, creating a mental health routine that will help rid you of those memories, rid you of that negativity, so you can focus in on yourself and what your purpose is on this planet so you can get things accomplished. So don't think if you have to complete a task, oh my God, it's a huge task, that's going to take me 5 hours. If you look at it as that's going to take you 5 hours, you're never going to do it, because who wants to work 5 hours straight? You will only do that if you start taking many chunks and saying, okay, what do I need to do? So let's just say that, I don't know, I put together my vacuum and it was really quick, but I didn't expect to, I didn't expect it. But anyway, let's say you want to put together a vacuum. This is one of those old vacuums that you need a manual to read, okay? You're just like, oh my God, I don't want to do that, but you have to do it. Like there's no one else on this planet who can help you, and it's just you having to put that vacuum together, right? What you want to do is break it up. Say, you know what, for the first 10 minutes, I'm going to put, I don't know, the filter in. Then I'm going to take a little mini break. I'm going to go running. Then I'm going to come back. You see how I'm breaking this up? Then, I'm going to put the handle on, and that's it. I'm going to have the filter in and the handle of the vacuum on, and then I'm going to let it go aside. And then I'm going to come back to it tomorrow. That's what you can do, but just don't let things sit there. Well, I have to write this paper. I have to write this book. I remember when I had to write my memoir, and I'm sitting there, and the angels, creator, spirit, and angels are like, you need to write your book. And I didn't want to write it because I had like a lot of traumatic experiences in there that I didn't want to sit there and like, oh, dear God, I have to remember this. But I enjoyed it so much because it was a series of things. My life wasn't all bad. You know what I mean? I was like, oh my God, I get to write about the part when I went to Six Flags. It was exciting. And so sometimes you don't want to face stuff, so you put it on the back burner. And I had no clue it was going to be an international bestseller. I was just like, this is out of this world. I cannot believe it. It took me a month to write, and I was an international bestseller. And so go ahead and scare yourself, but don't be afraid of yourself. I want you to meditate on that. Scare yourself, but don't be afraid of yourself. I have to say that a third time. Scare yourself, but don't be afraid of yourself, okay? So that's what you do. Take many chunks. And I'm gonna leave you with that. I hope these tips were super helpful. I don't want these videos to be super long. So I will see you in the next video. And be sure, if you'd like to work with me, you can click any of those links in the description box below, and I will appear to work with you and get you from being in this rut. And I hope you take action today to furthering whatever you need to further. If it's your career, if it's your if it's motherhood, if it's you as a person doing personal development, that you go further. And I hope these tips helped you, Loverly Peacefuls. I will see you in the next video.